You are a Yiga. You need to just go away, go eat a banana in a pit somewhere. Don't even talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't even think about me. All right? It's offensive. Hello and welcome back to LP's LP of The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Last episode, we nearly rounded out the adventure down in the subterranean hexscape that is the depths. We've got like 5 light roots left, less than half a dozen, and I have to imagine that we're going to acquire every single one of them today, culminating in the grand fight that is the Lionel Coliseum. Or at least, I hope that's the case. Oh, goodness sakes knows that things devolving, things not going to plan, things going awry is not necessarily a foreign concept, least of which on this channel. All right, how far we are? So we're gonna get these 3, and then these 2. We'll probably want to warp back up. Well, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's like these little tiny pockets of darkness that I guess are light roots. They're so small. So maybe one here. So it seems we got a few more light roots than I was previously aware of. Looking at the map, couldn't teach you things. Who knew? So we've got those. We have 7 light roots. Okay, so maybe we'll be able to do all that. It helps, I suppose, that I opened the episode when I was already like halfway to this light route. But I didn't know that we were gonna have that much trouble. And you know what? This is a bargainer statue, isn't it? Have we been there? Yes. No, we've not. We've gone above it. Goodness sakes. Okay. So that's good, because I believe that would give us access to another one of the depths clothings. And those offer gloom resistance, which can only be beneficial. Especially once we get to the point where we're attacking Ganondingle. Ganondingle's gonna give us all the gloom damage. It's to our right? It's to our right? Right here? No, you're lying. Where is it? Maybe he's hanging out with the pose. Oh, he's got his own gosh darn area. This is him. These mushrooms tend to grow on the bargainer statues, if I remember correctly, so maybe I am Yes, here you are. Hello, buddy. Have we spoken to you before? Actually, I don't know if he's gonna say anything that would let us... Well, hold on. I take it you've encountered my brethren. Yes, I believe this means that it is the first time we have seen him. He's going to have to reset the room for whatever reason. Hopefully that doesn't despawn Heather. And then we can... Oh, the gators. Oh, the gators. Not the gators that I'm used to. The gators that lurk about in the swamps of Florida where I currently live, eating people and rabbits and trash bags. Oh, my. Beautiful, dangerous creatures. Markedly more dangerous than the pair of pants that we've just been given there. So, there's a bargainer statue here. Where are the other ones? Because we're still missing, obviously, at least 1 clothing. I think we're missing 2, technically. The Dark Link clothing, and the depths. And this is the big one that we put the eyeballs in his face, and then he gave us the heart container. He didn't want to sell us anything, I don't think. There's this one. Have we been to this one? Yes, we have. Are there more? I feel like there should be more. And they seem kind of like oddly dispersed, just like right here in a row. I think we paid for that information too, like their location. So perhaps we can go back to Lookout Landing, which I believe is where I patronized the one bargainer statue, and he told us where his brethren were. Because we already have to go back to Lookout Landing. We gotta cook up some food, all right? You know, I mentioned the Lionel Coliseum. That's not going to be something that we are able to tackle. We're not even gonna be able to get close to it without a pocket full of food. All right, it's illegal. It's been banned. You can't do it. You gotta have a belly full of bananas and a backpack full of them too. Otherwise, the Lionels will come for you. Heck, you have all that and they'll probably still come for you, but at least you'll be markedly more prepared for them with said culinary delicacies. So I believe these 2 light roots immediately on the screen are the 2 that we seek. This one looks closer to me, so that's going to be the one that I tackle first. It is indeed the closest one. And then And then I'm not necessarily sure. We could warp up to the north where we have those 2, maybe 3 random light routes just kind of chilling out by themselves. Or we could go to Lookout Landing first to prepare. In fact, I think that is the best way to do it. The best course of action. That way we can, bargainize the bargainer statue. And he can tell us where his brethren lie. And then we can do our final little depth venture. Depths Quest 2023. Ladies and gentlemen, it's wrapping up for both you and me. We've spent at this point over 2 weeks here, maybe 2 weeks exactly. I titled an episode of that a couple of days ago, and I think that may have been just short of 2 weeks exactly, so this is probably close to 2.5. When it's all said and done, 2.5 is a solid amount of time for consecutive darkness, if I do say so myself. All right, Link, the melanin, the color in his skin completely devoid. He's gonna slither on out of the depths like some sort of mole, hardly being able to see anymore. He can't touch the sun. He's going to catch a sunburn immediately, just like I do in the middle of the Colorado sun. All right, if you're not familiar, oh, Colorado sun, it doesn't mess around, all right? The Mile High City, you're a mile closer. That flaming ball of gas that we rely upon to live. Cool. Well, Kit Kat and Caboodle's been doodle-noodled. And I think that makes it time to warp. Let's take a quick gander. Because, yeah, I want to do these two when we're, coming up to the Coliseum. I think that makes the most sense to me. And then, of course, these 3. How am I going to get to this one? How am I going to get to this one? This is like, it's secluded there. It's completely if we have to go over to this area, there's got to be some sort of secret drop down or something. This one, there's a chasm right by it, which will make it easy, and we have the shrine that it's tied to. This one, we do not have the shrine that it's tied to, but again, a chasm right by it. So we will go back to Lookout Landing and get ourselves all situationalized and full of food. What the heck is that? Are you serious? Look at that. You can't even see it. That's a light route, is it not? That's got to be a light route. Look at that disgusting little smudge on my map. Is there any more? Yes, there are more. Okay. This is highly irregular. It would seem that perhaps there are more light routes just lurking about, just the ones that are responsible for such an insignificant amount of light that I completely miss them. Although that may be the extent of them. So what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The same amount we had at the beginning. Either which way, we're here now, so let's pray to this guy so that he can give us some locations of his brethren. How many are there? There's 1. Oh, all the way in the top right, northeastern quadrant. We've got warps over there. Goodness sakes, we've got warps everywhere, which is undoubtedly a very good thing for this particular use case. Oh, look at that. We've got a warp right on top of that guy. And 2, are there 3? Yes, there are. I'm kind of running out of pose here. Now that I see that, we might not yet have enough pose to purchase all of the clothes from the brethren. And that is the last one. Cool. So another thing I wanted to do here on top of speak to that dude as well as cook a bunch of crap is go redeem some of our crystallized charges. Ooh, we have slaughtered a number of boss enemies that really have added up in the way of, 800 and something crystallized charges? Nearly 3 full extra batteries. So get producing, my steward friend. Oh, goodness sakes. Battery capacity is just not going to be an issue from here on out, is it? I mean, it really hasn't been an issue for a while, but now it's even, further removed from an issue. It's amazing. I love it. Oh, and we're probably not done yet. In fact, I think I'd want to complete that row. That's, what, 8 more 100? 9 more? 9? Each one's 100, right? 10, 11, I can count, 1,100 more. Very good. Just kill 11 boss monsters in the depths and we're good to go. As far as going now, we're going down, Hound. In an earlier round, Sugar, we're going down singing. Let's go to the Ikuchu Shrine, aptly named, funnily enough, Rise and Fall. Or at least that's the subtitle to it. It's funny because we are rising you know, flying on over there only to fall into the chasm immediately after our arrival, or at least as soon as humanly? What would the word be for that? I'm going to say as soon as humanly possible. Is it as soon as Hylianly? My tongue's flailing back and forth like I'm some sort of lizard when I try and do that. Oh, it's uncomfortable. It's cramping! Okay, so once we go into this one, I might just skip forward to the other ones. Not even going the right direction. Very good. Oh, just because I'm not necessarily certain what use it is. You know what I'm saying? For us to... Ooh, tomatoes. Tomatoes, those are good use. For us to do this, because these are all areas that we've already explored, you know? Above ground, yes, and then assuredly below ground. I just somehow missed those small, relatively insignificant... Excuse me, I'm sorry. Yes, insignificant light roots. Not to say you're not cute, but I just don't... I don't know, dude. It's just... why is there such a discrepancy? Why some light roots shining in the whole gosh darn state of Texas and other light roots are like, here's a convenience store. Take it or leave it. That's all you get. I don't understand it. Then again, I'm probably not meant to. Can I? Oh, I don't have any stamina. Of course I cannot. All right, well, let's just go through this. And dive. Meow. We need to head this direction. Let's get ourselves oriented properly. That's it right there, Link. And don't touch that. Don't touch the ceiling. Here we go. Oh, it's hot. We need to go this way. Even more this way. Even more this way. A little bit more this way. All right, that's the way. Wait, the way Link's facing? What way are we trying to go here, man? Come on. Yeah, I'm turning around. There it is. That's the one. Oh, baby. I don't know how we missed you. I mean, it is actually extraordinarily dark here now that I see this. It's funny because on the map, it doesn't look like it's responsible for all that much. The Minshi Grove, we've definitely been here on at least one occasion, perhaps even two. Do we have the right elevation to get to this guy? At the very least, there should be a cliff, a lip, something. Oh boy. Well, I mean, we can uppies here, can't we? Up, up, up! Please? Thank you. Very good. Swim through the bedrock, Link. It's the quickest way, I think. Probably so, instead of, you know, scaling the wall like another lizard. Ooh, Coke! Ooh, Coke! Ooh, Coke! Oh, that's what you say if you go to the convenience store and you get yourself a nice beverage. Or if you're a drug addict, either way, whichever works. Anyways, we've assembled the requisite amount of light to completely illuminate this area. Therefore, we are now enabled ourselves to leave. Head where, though? Which would be the most sensible one? Because we still want to get the bargainer statues. I shan't forget them. This is one of the new ones. And this one. He gave us 3, correct? Those 2. And maybe this. No. This one. Yeah, because you can... Oh, look at that. That's a big old thing. You can use Hero's Path to kind of shine some light on it. So let's work... I don't know, top right to bottom left or whatever. We'll warp to this light route here. And we'll head to this bargainer stone statue guy and see what he's got to say. Undoubtedly, he's going to say something along the lines of, give me them souls. And we'll say, okay. That's why we're here. Absolutely. Say no more, say no more. I'll give you them souls if you give me them. Clothes? I wanted that to rhyme, but it didn't want to rhyme. Is it going to be elevated? I can't tell. This looks like it almost might be water. So H2O if you're around. I'll go over here. Please and thank you. It does look like it is in fact elevated as well. If you look at the surrounding landscape, it's almost entirely a plateau in that direction. So we'd probably be well served to maintain as much elevation ourselves as we possibly can. And then re-reference the map once more. So what? It's on this ridge beyond whatever that stuff is. I suppose we're going to find that out. Undoubtedly so. Here in short order. You know, it's kind of surreal to me that we are wrapping up our depths adventure here because shoot, at this point, almost 200 episodes ago, I remember the first time that we plunged down into the depths. I remember that ominous noise, the and just the slight sense of dread I felt at the time, but also the immense sense of wonder, right? And I've mentioned this a time or two before, just how this game expanded upon its predecessor simply by the Wellspring of Power. Interesting. This is not just called the Akala Bargainer statue or what have you. But anyways, no, I've mentioned it a time or two before that how this, expanded on Breath of the Wild simply due to the sheer size of the depths, but it's just also a significant departure from the relatively light and cheery colors and tones of most Zelda games. Sans, of course, things like Majora's Mask. Alrighty, give me the face mask of the depths. The Dark Hood. That's not of the depths, but that's good enough. Woo, we have enough. But man, we are running out. We got less than 600 pose left. I like that. Hold on. I mean, far be it from me to look like a villain or anything, but goodness sakes, this just tickles my nostalgic references inside to Ocarina of Time. Look at that. This demon would stand on my sword. Then I hit him with the Bigoron sword, and it was all good. So we had one down here. We got a warp point right here. Collect this. Well, do we need it, actually? Would it be good? No. Collect this. We don't need it. Collect medallion. Please, thank you. Now, there was another... There it is. I was like, there was another little smirkling. And this is a Bargainer statue we have been to, so that's irrelevant. The one we haven't been to is top left, so I'll get that when I get this light route. And then we have one more down here alongside that thing, kind of. Oh, boy, we're kind of all over the place, aren't we? All right, well, let's go get this light route. We'll travel over to the Kagopa light route. There we go. It is just wild to fly over some of these regions and actually, recall being there. I mean, one, because the depths are not necessarily the most, I don't know, unique over and over again. There's kind of a lot of the same geography going on. But two, because I just happened to miss a giant friggin' ball of amber light hanging out over here in the corner. And I'm very disappointed in myself. But thanks to Heather, we were able to get here in no time at all. Ow, Heather! I was singing your praises. You almost just killed me. Kuzamoy. Who's a boy? Kuzamoy. Very good. Is that the only one? It is the only one for this area. It seems like a weird little peninsula, doesn't it? Just for there to be a light route, it's almost solely here to troll you. Seems like the sort of place that might have, treasure. But it doesn't. At least I don't think it does, and I'm not necessarily keen on rooting around. So, we'll head on. Not to that. No. Gosh darn it. Okie dokie. Very good. Now we can head on to... I'm gonna go to the Bargainer statue. This one, right? Is that the one? That is the one. I mean, really, the warp point would get us both. Warp point would get us both. We got to go to the Construct Factory, the Moikweej light route. I'm having a good time saying these light route names. Gotta get it in now because soon enough, we'll never mention them again. We'll never mention them again. All 5 million of these things will be water on under the proverbial bridge. Goodness sakes. Now, this is quite an undertaking, and I am so glad, however, that I decided to do it, because this is something that I didn't, set out on this Let's Play fully committing to doing. Really, a lot of the stuff that I am doing wasn't fully understood by myself. I didn't know that I was gonna do all the light routes. I didn't know that I was gonna do all the shrines. I didn't know that I was gonna get all the clothing. In fact, when I first set out on this Let's Play, I almost anticipated it to take... I anticipated it to be long. I anticipated it to be 100 episodes. Yeah, it's gonna be... spoiler alert. Hey, brace yourself for this. This Let's Play longer than 100 episodes. Yes, yes, the rumors are true. We've surpassed 100 episodes. In fact, we did that like 2 months ago. Either which way, though, the point being is that I've gradually continued to add more and more to it, and that's, by and large, due to the suggestions of the people. So for that, I'm very thankful, because these are things that I would gladly do. I would absolutely do if I weren't Let's Playing it, right? Like 100% in Breath of the Wild, because I just, you know, I love Zelda games, I love Nintendo games, and that's just what I'm gonna do. But you start to run into the issue of, is that even entertaining? Can you make that entertaining? Can you manage to keep talking? Survey says yes, but hey, I can probably commentate absolutely anything without shutting up, so that's not necessarily a unique sort of thing. But will people want to watch it? Ooh. All right, I see Pose over here. I'm gonna have to go get them. Oh, this dude's face is way up there, isn't it? Okay, well, let's get the Pose first, because goodness knows that we're incurring almost a shortage in our own inventory of them. Once we talk to this guy, too, that's going to obviously dip even deeper into him with his clothing, probably costing upwards of 300 total Pose. Excuse me. Waterfall. Waterfall. You know, I wouldn't be a Zelda fan if I didn't get in here. Look at this. Dracozu altar? This is amazing. I swear to giblets, if this is clothing. Oh, is it clothing? No, it's just a large charge, which seems kind of unceremonious for this sort of place, right? Like, I was gonna be a little bit miffed if it was clothing, right? Just on my own part, because I would have missed the old map that it would have belonged to. But it really kind of is disappointing that it's just a charge. Like, look at this. You tell me they built this grand structure and it's like, here, a double D battery. Oh, yes. Interesting folk, the Zonai. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, now maybe we can ascend. I was gonna say, let's call upon the services of Heather once more. But that dude's got some big old gorilla pecs. You see them? He's got 4 of them like a cow. It's kind of unsettling, so I'm not gonna look anymore. But we might be able to ascend up through his ginormous chest. And frankly, I hope so, because that would make this very much more efficient and quick method of ascent here. Can we? Oh, we're probably gonna get up here first. Get our footing a little bit. No. Maybe not. It looks like we may just climb it the old-fashioned way. No, I didn't get any good things. Oh, there's one. Get there. Ha-ha! You can't hide it right through the sternum. Very nice. Boom, right in his face. Like, oh my god! Oh! I thought I was having a heart attack. Make an offering. Give me Pose, he said. Very much so. I have a few of them, and I would gladly part with them if you have the Hood of the Depths. There we go. Excellent. Is that 300? It is indeed. That's almost half of what we have. Now, there is still yet one more Bargainer statue we haven't spoken to. What is he going to give us? Because we've got the full Depth outfit, the full Dark outfit. Very curious. We've got but 300 left, so hopefully it's not more expensive than that. Oh, it's cute. Look at that. Goodness sakes, man. You're really gonna catch Zelda's eye. Goodness sakes. I always thought that Tears of the Kingdom, Breath of the Wild, Link, and Zelda were a couple. I ship them. Even more so when Link's got swag like that. Jiminy Christmas. Woo! Sexy. Anyways, back to Dark Link, because that's just cooler, I think. And let's, yeah, this is probably a good idea for Heather here. I'm gonna go that way. That is correct. Heather, you're up. Let me just spawn you up here if you could, please. Thank you. This guy is like, what is going on? Who am I kidding? He's probably seen stranger stuff. Maybe not all that frequently. I can't imagine that living in the depths is, well, the most lively of neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lived in downtown Denver before we moved to Florida, and we would see people slither on the sidewalk, people would climb onto cars, people would just be walking to work. All sorts of diverse people acting all sorts of diverse ways. And frankly, I think this dude honestly has a lack of diversity. All he sees are what? Bokoblins, maybe a Moblin, a Zalfos, and then, of course, Farash here, floating on by, expelling their, well, electricity? Waste byproduct, whatever that is, I'm not certain. Ooh, there's our light route. Isn't it cute? And also, there's this. Oh, we could have chasmized down here, couldn't we have? And is there is Yiga. Oh, Yiga, hello. Well, I've got to kill you. I'm sorry. Oh, you got the lasers? You got the lasers? That's offensive. No. You can't be having that. All right, that's not right. Get out of here. Good night. You too. Oh, wait, we have a cutscene. Everyone pause. Hold your fire. The door's got something to say. Okay, back to assaulting each other. You're gonna show up right here? Do I have the timing? Yes, I do. Too bad for you. Now, where's this? Oh, look at, they don't want me to get in there? I'm gonna get in there. You can't guard your journal like this. We have received reports of sounds coming from inside the large well to the southwest. Specifically, they're coming from the striped wall that extends up to the ceiling. We have searched the depths for some sort of entry point, but to no avail. Were the sounds a figment of our imagination, or could it be that there's an entrance somewhere else? If only we had a map of this place, we could know for sure. Glory to Master Koga. What now? Of the well? Striped wall? Near here? Is that this? What well? Is it this? I think it's this. It's gotta be this, because this is inaccessible. And I have made it so accessible. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it, if in fact we've not yet come to it, which I do think we have, if I may be so bold. All right, give me another charge, please. And then a schematic, which at this point, I'm done guessing, all right? It is not ever what I expect. It's gonna be like the robotic banana or something. Here's King Kong's favorite toy. Oh, it's a beam spinner, okay. See, I actually might have guessed that because there is like 12 of them disco-eyes in the place. Goodness gracious. Well, let's go disco-eyes the rest of everything, or rather, closing time. One last call for Banana Hall, so finish your banana, dear. We're turning the lights on, all right? It's 2 a.m. The club is closed. You delinquent, go home. Go to bed. It's too late. I don't know how you're up this late. At the buses. That light route's buses is bussin'. As the kids say, allegedly. Allegedly, I don't know these things, but I've heard rumors. That is part of the slang lexicon, as it were. I try to keep up with it. Goodness sakes, knows that it's hard, all right? Once you hit 30, you forget more words than you're capable of learning. Yeah, I don't really want that, Poe. Now, we could go any which way. Which would be the best way? Do we have it? We have to go this way. That's right. I was like, we could go any way. No, we could go the one way. Because we need to go over here. What would be the most sensible? I guess probably going to the castle. And then flying over to that chasm. I won't be at the castle. The castle's scary. The castle's got a lot of heinous activity happening at it. But hey, I suppose it doesn't hurt to get involved with a little bit of hainosity from time to time, all right? It revitalizes the senses. It's what it feels like to chew 5 gum. Heinous. Oh, no, not really. 5 gum is no different than any other gum. Those marketing adverts are always, honestly, interesting to me. They're intelligent, too, because they get people talking, right? So clearly that's a mission accomplished, and that's where we need to go. We are not high enough for this. Oh, what's worse, we're about to get electrocuted. How about no? Is not this? This is not electric? What is electric? Apparently nothing. Did I imagine that? I swear something was happening. Hey, you there. You there. You can't hide from me. I know that you are for me. It's been a long time since we've just willy-nilly marked a friggin' shrine like that. Oh, it's exciting to me. You know, so I was just kind of not lamenting, reflecting on the completion or relative completion of the depths and how it's like, oh, it's the end of this big grand thing, but goodness gracious, we still have like a few dozen shrines. And I'm very much excited for that because not only are the shrines, you know, getting to them an accomplishment in the way of the light roots, you know, they provide a warp point, but they're also little mini dungeons. You know, you get the little quest on the inside, the little problems, little puzzles. And after having spent the greater part of the last 2+ weeks in the depths doing a whole heap and ton of, well, no puzzles for the most part. I think the biggest puzzle we did was figuring out how to get to Master Koga for the 4th time. It's going to be refreshing, for certain. We are facing the right way. You should see it, like, right here. There it is. And there is that horn we know and love. We'll hear it a few more times yet. I know that we're wrapping up the Depths adventure, but undoubtedly we're going to have to return here once we decide to start completing all of the equipment upgrades. And that's going to be something that I probably do edit through a bit. Netamnet. Mom, we got the internet? No, we have the internet at home. It's the Netamnet. It sucks. 1 megabyte per hour. So, yeah, no, getting all the clothing upgrades is going to involve a hefty dose of harvesting enemies, right? As you might imagine, you need like 5,000 Lionel horns, a whole Kit Kat and Boodle, the left leg of a Korok, whatever. And I don't know that I'm going to want to put all that in front of you guys, because again, this goes back to the first question just minutes ago, how, I don't know if that's even going to be entertaining. Will someone even want to watch that? Maybe you could let me know. Should I keep the harvesting and just, you know, I'm going to talk to myself while I do it. Do I need to record that? Should I upload it? Should I just toss it in the trash and kind of skip ahead forward? Please, if you have an opinion on that, let me know. Otherwise, I'll probably just flip a mental coin. Now, there's got to be an entrance around here, right? Because this thing is completely cut off from the outside of it. And given the fact that we can't see a chasm, it's got to be here. Maybe there's like a hole in the side of this, perhaps? Take a little flyby here on the sidescape. A bombable wall, perhaps. Anything that would allow us to squeeze on inside of this mound and therefore find ourselves falling underground would be great. They're giving us a plank here. The plank means something, doesn't it? Let's pilot it, why don't we? Let's drive it around. We've got, ooh, we only got 3 fans. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. When's the last time that we patronized any of the friggin' gacha machines? Over 2.5 weeks ago, LP. You said it. And let's drive this guy front and center there, because this is gonna sink a little bit. It's gonna sink a lot of it. Let's drive over around this and see if we can see any sort of entrance. Oh, look, the blood moon. How gorgeous. I'm not seeing anything. And frankly, it would have to, well, yeah, it would have to be back there, because look how far away we are. I suppose it wouldn't hurt to just do a half lap. Right. Look at that! Aha! Good thing I didn't. Oh well, we can swim. We can climb. We can swim again. There we go, and we can find exactly what we need. The Hyrule Castle Moat East Chasm. Goodness gracious, that's a friggin' mouthful. Who named that? The whole gosh darn paragraph to announce it. And what's happening? Oh, it's a frox. No, you cannot have a snack, my friend. I'm sorry, I'm going this way. This is a whole segregated thing, which is curious to me as to like why it doesn't have a good treasure or something. A Colosseum or anything. That area is kind of curious to me. I don't know. A puppies, it's a puppy's light route. Ay, a puppy, we got to have burritos tonight, a puppy. Yeah, now I want burritos, okay. Wow, you see that? The light route over at Hyrule Castle. The most insignificant bit of light yet. Like 4 square inches. Cheechamungus, man. That's particularly useless. Now, what is there? Doing a scan. I don't see it. All we have left is the Bargainer statue, right? Bargainer? Where's the Bargainer statue at? We got one more Bargainer statue, don't we? Did I misremember? No, we do. It's this one. This one. I forgot when I came down here not to go over there. That's fine because we can just warp to this guy. The Ysoyum light route. And then, well, hopefully we can patronize him. Otherwise, we'll learn exactly how much soul energy we need to harvest. A little bit morbid that these dudes deal in souls. I get it, right? That they're trying to help them. They want to help them move on, but they're definitely like, wow, massive. They're definitely like doing it for their own good. Hi, guys. I'm just gonna go this way. You keep your big flaming sticks to yourself. All right. I'm going to Cliff. Cliff and I have a date. Cliff and I have an appointment. I need to get to his big stony face. Can I send through his left quadriceps? Goodness gracious. It's not a blood clot. It's just a hero. Don't worry. Oh, what are we... We're going up the wrong side there. I don't know what part of the Bargainer statue is. I don't know Bargainer statue anatomy, but we might have assaulted him. I'm so sorry. Can you ever forgive us? I'll offer pose to you. But what will you give us in return? He's like, I will give you a court summons. I'm taking it. No, hopefully not. Anyways, the Tunic of Memories. What now? Oh no, we are short 68. No, more than that. We're short 78 souls. And it's the friggin' tunic from Breath of the Wild. Beautiful. In ancient Hyrule, this garment could only be worn by one who had earned the respect of the royal family. It's dyed in vibrant blue. Well, goodness sakes, that means we've got to harvest some souls. And hey. Hey. Let's be intelligent, LP. Let's not have to climb back up like some sort of heathen. We'll warp back up. Now, where do souls hang out? Souls tend to hang out around, like, the Yiga places, don't they? Like, the abandoned Gerudo mine. The abandoned Karakara mine. I think that's as good of an idea as any, just to get a quick look. It's not like we need a whole lot, right? We need 4 large pose or grand pose. Are the grands 40? The grands 50? The grands 20? Whatever the ones that are 20, we need 4 of those. All right, math is a math, and I know how to math. Allegedly. Otherwise, we need 2 of the 50s. So is there one up here? Or oftentimes, on top of these smoky things, there's a bunch of singles down below, but apparently your souls aren't worth enough, buddies. I'm sorry. I'm not going to prioritize you. And how do they decide that? Are they just like really good people? Oh, these are charges. I don't want charges. I want souls. Give me the souls. Where are the souls? There's one over there. And and there's one right there too. 2 of these same. Hopefully these guys are, 3 of them. Hopefully the 20s. You a 20? No. You're not. You're a 5. Your soul is not valuable enough. It's displeasing to me. How dare you not be good enough in your actual life to be worth enough in the afterlife? You're gonna make me collect more of you and help more of your friends. I suppose is not necessarily the worst thing in the world, no, but from a time expenditure point of view, ooh, you're the big one. You're a good one. That soul over there. Oh wait, no, we need this one. We need them all. I know I was talking down upon your good deeds. You volunteered at the homeless shelter once every 4 years, and that's great, but these dudes over here, these dudes opened up their homes to orphans. All right, they chopped off their right arm for charity. That's why their souls are worth more. Heck, the one beyond may as well be friggin' Santa Claus. And now they're gonna get us upwards of 80. Beautiful. We could just find one more of them strewn about somewhere here. That would be... well, we can cover ourselves in water and then jump on our magnetic or electric friend, which seems counterintuitive. I don't see any more. That's okay. That's okay, because that mine was extremely fruitful, which leads me to believe that the Karakara mine probably going to be in the same sort of vein. Maybe not as fruitful, but we don't need it to be. All right, we gained 50 souls just in those last 30 seconds. If we can get half as many, I think we'll be good. Maybe a little bit more than half as many, but you know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. Oh, there's one. I see you. And there's another one up there. That would be 10. You are a Yiga. You need to just go away, go eat a banana in a pit somewhere. Don't even talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't even think about me. All right? It's offensive. We got 13 left to grab. Any up here? I do not see a tail up there. Ooh, there it is. Sorry, anyone else who wanted to be rescued. I've got all the souls I need for this bargainer statue to feed. I don't know. All right, I don't know what his method of aid is. If he like ingests them and poops out a completed soul that's been fully fulfilled. Whatever the case may be, we've got enough for he. Give me them clothes, man. Give me that tunic. Please and thank you, of course, naturally. I have manners. I'm a hero, yes. And 400. It's an expensive day, all right? We sold a lot of souls today. Down to 7. Look at all of this crap we have. So we're missing the rest of the Awakening set, which is problematic. We are also missing the Tunic of the Sky, which is problematic. We are also missing the Face of Time, which is problematic. We are also missing maybe just those few. So we're also missing Fierce Deity's pants. The rest of Tingle's outfit. And then do these have the full outfit or are they just masks? Given the fact that there's so many of them, I'd hazard a guess that they are just masks, but the point remains, there's several things that we've missed, which means that our adventure in the depths is not yet done. Nor will it be rounding out this episode, because there is simply no way for me to figure out where all those clothes are, go get them, and kill the Lionels housed in this Coliseum that I am currently traveling to. But I'm going to do as much of that as I can tomorrow. So thank you so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I really hope you enjoyed yourself. If you did, consider leaving a comment, subscribing if you haven't already, sharing the video, which would be super cool, or hey, doing nothing at all because I'm just thankful you enjoyed this video specifically. And I hope that I see you tomorrow.